much upside is there, mate, in this team?
Yeah, look, quite a lot. Obviously, we've started the year. I mean, you look at win-loss. Obviously, we're pleased at that, but we also feel like there's a couple that have slipped away. So, we're under no illusions of where we're at, and we're working hard to hopefully put up another good performance this week.
Did it feel like a bit of a finals type scrappy game on the weekend?
I'm not too sure. Probably not really, but it certainly was scrappy. You're right there. So, a lot of credit has to go to Fremantle there. They're a really good defensive side and really were able to slow us down and force us into turnover at times and obviously not move the ball as well we would have liked. So, there's a lot of areas we can improve, and we'll review the game this afternoon and hopefully come up with a plan to beat the Dogs this week.
Was it pleasing to be able to find a way through all that kind of stuff to get the win?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the week before we obviously thought we played really well and just weren't able to get over the line against the Hawks, and on the weekend we obviously didn't play so well, but we were able to get the job done. So sometimes you have to win ugly, and that's sort of how we sort of felt from reviewing the game after so briefly. But we'll do our full review this afternoon.
And in amongst all of that, a pretty handy goal. You must have been wrapped with that little snap. It was a beauty.
Yeah, look, wasn't the best start of the game as I would have liked. It was really windy out there when I missed that first one. But look, it's obviously pleasing to contribute. But obviously it was all about the 4 points, and I'm just glad we were able to get the win.
I think last year that game against the Doggies in the finals, I think Gil McLaughlin said it was the best game he'd seen in 5 years. Do you hope that and think that it could be a shootout like that again, or do you think it might be really tight and tough?
Yeah, look, I'm not too sure. Probably the latter. Obviously that game was a really good game, probably one of the best games I've been a part of, and the Western Bulldogs are a really good team, and they've started the year really well. So we're going to have to be at our absolute best this week to take it up to them, and I think it'll be ebb and flow. Sort of each team will have its momentum stages, and we'll go from there.
They've obviously had some injuries in their backline. Is that an area where you guys feel like you might be able to get an advantage?
Oh, not really. I mean, we'll obviously preview the game later on in the week, but they've got a lot of experience back there as well with Easton Wood and Matty Boyd and those boys back there. So I know obviously they're missing Rob Murphy and a couple of others, but they're a really good side for a reason, and they've got a number of good players. So we're going to have to be right on task if we're going to get the job done.
And Rory, I think, hurt his toe. How's he sort of going at the moment? Has you seen him this morning?
Yeah, look, he'll be a test this week, and we'll see how he gets up later in the week. We'll give him every opportunity. So he told me he's had too many kicks, that's why he's a bit sore. But no, he'll be fine. So we'll see how it goes later on the week at training.
You've got a lot of players playing really well in the SANFL too. Like, you look at that team and go, there's blokes in there who should be in the AFL side. It's a good thing to do, but do you guys feel that pressure up in the first team?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really good sign. So many guys pressing their claims for senior selection, and it's probably a stage we haven't been at in the last few years. So guys I'm not sure if they're feeling the pressure to perform, but they're certainly performing at both grades, and you've got to be able to do that. Otherwise, someone's going to be willing to step up and take your spot. So it's great to have that pressure for spots, and that hopefully they consistently keep performing, as do the guys on the side at the minute.
Does this week represent the toughest test, going from playing against a side that really made you struggle to get to that open flowing play, but then themselves were really slow, if you like, to get the ball out, to a side that just flows up and down the ground? So you're going from one complete different game plan to another?
Yeah, look, we have to adjust. That's the AFL game. Every week's going to be a tough test, and the Western Bulldogs, as I touched on before, are a quality side. They're able to slow you down and then counter punch back at you. So we're going to have to be right on our game defensively as well, and hopefully we can get a bit of smooth ball movement going our way as well. So I think it's going to be a really good game on the Saturday, and hopefully we're on the winning side of it.
I think the beauty of your forward line is you're so diverse, you've got so many options up there. Heard a couple of people just on radio not having a crack, but just having a bit of, some criticism coming towards Tex. Do you think that's a bit unfair? Does he do a lot of stuff that perhaps people don't see off the ball? Yeah,
look, he does, and Tex is, a captain and such a great player for us, and such an important role. So, he'll bounce back, but internally he's going fine, and we're wrapped the way he's going. So, we're wrapped.